talk about the Packers' latest rumor on a franchise player for this team. In fact, the leader on this team, the point guard on this team. Who am I talking about, guys? Before I jump into it, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. Of course, I'm talking about Jordan Love. And before we get into it, so I had somebody contact me and was just like, hey, what is going on? What's this rumor I hear that the Packers, Jordan Love, may not be playing this season? He may be sitting this season out, holding out. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I had to do a little bit of digging. And then I came across this article. And this article was reported as saying quarterback Jordan Love may not play the 2024 season for the Packers. It was put up by Fernando Franco. And I'm here to tell you it is all cap. It is ridiculous. The article. Okay, so let's just talk about what's in the article, and we're also going to talk about what Jordan Love's contract looks like in the near future, all of that stuff. Okay, so it says right here the teams are preparing all the details to face this upcoming campaign, with the Packers having high expectations on what they could achieve this year. The NFC North has been very competitive lately, but the Packers have not had great seasons recently. What is he talking about? First off, the NFC North it was competitive last season, and it's going to be competitive this season. Okay, but prior to that, prior to the Lions making the playoffs last season, they have been complete garbage. Okay, the last time the Lions made the playoffs, I think was 2016. Last time the Bears made the playoffs was 2020. So I wouldn't say that this is a highly competitive division, with the exception of this season. In fact, I think this season, this will be the best division in football. But when he starts saying that the Packers have had recent struggles, and they haven't had great seasons recently, what is he talking about? Because the Packers, being the youngest team in the NFL last season, incredibly overachieved. They made the playoffs. Not only did they make the playoffs, they upset Dallas on the road and then almost upset San Francisco at San Francisco, almost making themselves a very liable candidate for the Super Bowl last season. Okay, so sky is the limit, especially with Jordan Love there and company. We've got so much talent on this Packer team. Again, not quite sure what he is talking about with the recent struggles for the Packers, but to each his own. Unless he's talking about, the Packers didn't make the season or make the playoffs 2 years ago. Aaron Rodgers' last season there when they were bounced by Detroit, but Detroit didn't make the playoffs that year either. Whatever. Let's continue reading. It says Jordan Love could be their savior, but the quarterback may not be very interested in playing this upcoming season. May not be interested in playing. Dude, have you been paying attention? He showed up for OTAs. Yes, I understand that he's gonna say some things out there in the media, because he's gonna put, of course, probably coming from his agents, Andrew Kistler and David, probably telling him like, hey, say some cryptic things that could allude to the Packers, forcing their hand to sign you to a big deal, and let's get that contract underway. So here's what here's what Jordan Love said that made this guy write this. He says, I don't really know what's going on, but we'll see. That's what he told reporters. He said, I'm not going to get into all that contract stuff with you guys. Of course, why would he? And then he goes on to say, we'll see. I don't know yet. We'll see about coming back, if he would play for 2024 season. Of course, he's going to play. Of course, he's going to be back. That's why he's at OTAs, all that stuff. Of course, he's out there showing great leadership and all of that stuff. Okay, so it says several players have sat out numerous games until they get their new contract, and Jordan Love could follow in their footsteps. Okay, I'm here to tell you that's not going to happen. Okay, so what did Matt LaFleur have to say about Jordan Love being at OTAs, all that stuff? He says, our attendance here. I know we had one guy missing today for a personal matter, but we've had almost 100%. Sorry, I got to take a drink. 100% of the entire offseason, which has been the best that we've had since I've been here as coach. So that's what Matt LaFleur said. He said, and sorry. He said, and I always think when you look around the league and you have a quarterback there. It's just naturally has a way of attracting everybody to come. We're still a very young football team as well. So these guys, they want to put the work. We've got a lot of guys that love the game, love the process of grinding together and going through some of the tough things together. But to have him here, you can't put a value on that. Of course, I mean, Jordan Love showing great leadership by showing up. Of course, he wants to get this contract worked out. Of course, he's looking to do that. So, Jordan Love right now, he's scheduled to make 11 million in 2024, thanks to earning five to of the 9 million in salary escalator due to the 2023 performance, playing time, Green Bay successes, all of that stuff. He is going to have a salary cap number of 12.757, so nearly $13 million in cap space for Jordan Love. And of course, general manager Brian Gutekunst is going to try to work something out, try to negotiate something, try to get something done before the season starts. Because as the season progresses, of course, we know if Jordan Love continues to have the performance that he has been having, his numbers are going to go up. His value is going to increase, which then it's going to make it very difficult to get a good competitive number for signing. I've heard rumors out there of what that number looks like. I personally think, yes, of course, you take a look at who his agents are. It's the same agents that Aaron Rodgers, at least not the same agents, but the same affiliation of Athletes First that Aaron Rodgers had. Andrew Kistler is one of those guys for representing Jordan Love. So I do think, they're going to get strategic. They're going to play a few games as any agent or any good agent would do, representing their client in Jordan Love. But I do think the Packers get something done sooner than later. I think that is on everybody's priority list for the Packers, for Brian Gutekunst and everybody. But they don't want to pull the trigger and jump the gun and just give this guy the farm, because he's proven himself for one season. Is he going to be able to continue that momentum? There's always, you got those one hit wonders for that come in and out of the league. I don't think Jordan Love is that guy. I think Jordan Love is certainly the real deal. He showed a lot of great leadership up there, and even coming to OTAs, a lot of great leadership there on Jordan Love's part. Of course, he's young. Of course, he's hungry. Of course, he's wanting to, just get better. But I think the Packers they come to an agreement of a 4-year, somewhere around the 190-ish ballpark, which would make that around a $48 million-ish deal a season. I think that's where the Packers end up landing. I think that would be a great deal for all parties involved. I think that gives Jordan Love at least some knowing that the Packers have some skin in the game, knowing that they're wanting him there in Green Bay. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. I like that article. To me, was complete cap. Of course, Jordan Love is going to be there. It's in everybody's interest that he will be there. Go Pack, go.